out with them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. Do you like snacks? Well, why don't you try the Owry Bakery folks that have now created 3 new flavors of gluten-free granolas: maple vanilla, blueberry, and toffee chocolate, all sold in 16-ounce bags for just $4.99. All new is Ori's cinnamon pull-apart, made with Danish dough and rich cinnamon filling. It's great with coffee or milk and hard to stop eating. You will find all these items at the Owry Bakery Market on Farmington Road between I-96 and Plymouth Road in Livonia. Try it out. As Jackie Gleason used to say, how sweet it is. For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. Okay. Hey, what a morning.
Good morning.
I am really excited about the fact that it's not raining right now. Oh, let the rains come down, oh, let the rain. Now I can't sing that song because they've been coming down like literally like floods, and reminds me of the biblical times of Noah's Ark. By the way, I like to do the show and add a little spice, so to speak. First half hour, 11 a.m. to 11:30, is our Bright Side of Aging, where we promote the positive aspects of aging, as well as not looking upon retiring as a form of sort of giving up. I call it refirement, not retirement. And I encourage you not only to refire, but whoever is in your life's circle, by all means, encourage them. I'm very proud that I've been able to make it this far in my life. I am 82 years old, and I say that not for sympathy. I say that because I feel like I'm still, instead 28, but I have a vivid imagination. While we're on the air, please call in if you're in the mood to discuss almost anything, as long as it's not too far out. 248-557-3300. That's 248-557-3300 while we're on the air for the next hour. First half hour is Bright Side of Aging. Second half is Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan. And I'm really excited about having a new entrepreneur in my life. His name is Jason George. Jason George is an all-around talented entrepreneur. And if it weren't enough for him to be so talented, he is blessed to have a fiancée, Amanda, who I think is really the key for your success, Jason. What do you think?
Behind every great, strong man is even a better woman, they say, right? Yeah, well, she would be that. Yes, thank you for that. I'm blushing. I get in a little closer to this mic. She's amazing,
Yes.
She is the better part of me.
She is a delightful lady, and I had the joy of meeting her, and within one day I had this goofy assignment. And she got, hello, somebody's on the line somehow. Yes, who is on the line?
Can't call her?
Amanda.
Dan Nichols is on the line.
Dan and Amanda.
Let's talk to Dan Nichols.
That's Dan Nichols.
Hi, Dan.
Dan?
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Amanda to me.
No, this is Dan Nichols. Dan Nichols is on the line.
Yes. Are you on, Dan?
Can you hear him?
How's my 82-year-old friend?
Okay.
I'm here.
We're bringing you in now. Here we are.
All right. Okay. All right.
Can you hear Dan?
No.
I'm here.
Okay. Dan, I should say. It's it's such a pleasure to have you. And Amanda's on the line too.
No, she's not on the line.
Well, I hear her on the phone. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, was she on the line?
Yeah, right. Well, with technology,
I couldn't hear her at all.
No. What it is the good news is that Dan Nichols is there, and we have another caller as well. So let's start with Dan first. Hello, Dan.
Hey, Ike, how you doing? Hi, Jason.
Hi, how you doing this morning, Dan?
Right.
Good.
I don't know if you guys met yet in person. We're gonna have to set up a meeting like yesterday, Dan. You'll love Jason, 'cause I love Jason, and so does his fiancée. Everybody loves Jason.
Wow.
So, Dan, we haven't we haven't talked for a while. Tell me what's on your mind today, sir.
Now, so what's on my mind first off is, Jason, are you related to Sam George?
Yeah, we had Sam as a guest last Wednesday.
But
yeah, of course, he's my cousin.
Yes.
Cousin
He's
uncle.
your cousin. Okay.
Cousin uncle. I call him Uncle Sam. For obvious reasons. It's fun. Yes.
Yeah, especially this time of year.
Absolutely.
How about that? We got Uncle Sam, United States of America, and we have Uncle Sam George.
He's on to doing great things. We had him last week for his veteran van lines that he's building, with putting veterans into business for moving business for any veteran looking to get started up. He has a great concept for doing that. So we talked with him last week, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And in fact,
he was on with us last Wednesday.
Right. Well,
he's a nice guy. I met him before somewhere in there, but so Ike, you wanted me to talk about Cofix, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted you to talk about.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah,
my God, that is just amazing. Please talk about that.
All right, go for it.
Yeah.
Let's talk all about that. That's an important product right now.
Yeah, last February, Dr. Robbie Hedney, he is the concoctor of our special formula, but he's a Michigan-based doctor, and him and a handful of other Michigan board-certified doctors got together. Ultimately, Dr. Hedney created a formula that we recently had tested by Utah State University Viral Research Lab, which is one of only 6 federally sanctioned coronavirus testing labs in the country. And we had it tested, and it destroyed the coronavirus in under 45 seconds to the tune of 99.9% when sprayed. And it also killed the flu and the cold virus to the point of being undetectable, all in under 45 seconds. Our product is a nasal spray. You spray it up your nose. And there's a lot of political kind of stuff around it, so we've had to tiptoe through some things. But some people say, it's like an invisible mask or something like that. And the truth is, it's the way it works is the active ingredient is iodine. Povidone iodine, which basically the povidone when at a molecular level, and I hear the pharmacist in the room. But it slows down the dissipation or the breakdown of the iodine, so it allows it to last longer in the sinus cavity.
Is there
so
any
90% of the people that go ahead.
Is there any residual, drying out of your nose, or is it there's no side effects to it at all? It just works in 45 seconds.
Yeah, well, within 45 seconds, and this was the Utah State University did the study. We had to get the studies done. We've known anecdotally that it seems to work real well because everybody that's used it, none of them, including doctors who are around stuff all day long, have not contracted, the coronavirus or the COVID, if you will, the disease itself. But, it knocked out flus and cold, virus as well, which is amazing. So the common cold. But what's really interesting about this is in the center of our head, we have this space called the nasopharynx. And imagine it's just like this little room where the viruses like to party. And when viruses party, they like to breathe. And and it grows and grows and grows and propagates. Well, our product, when you squirt it up into your sinus cavities using the nasal spray, it actually decolonizes the nasopharynx. So it destroys those viruses as they continue to attempt to multiply. And that's a big deal in taking on lots of different viruses because it's called reducing or decolonizing the viral load or decolonization of the virus. And that's a big deal. That's why it works and that's why it's effective. You can even, like, the following day, if you think you may have been exposed, maybe at your local gas station, grocery store, something, see it there. And like the morning after, you could actually put that up your nose. And if it is in your nasopharynx and it's breathing in there, you can greatly reduce the impact it's going to have on you. Because we always talk about viral load and or eliminate you getting it. And, so it's a really cool option, for people, vaccinated or not, because we are familiar with this conversation around different strains. And iodine doesn't care about what strain you are. It doesn't care about where you come from. If you're a virus, it's going after you. And, that's the deal right now. We're giving birth to this thing right now. I know Ike is actually, with Owl Pharmacy working on some stuff with Cofix as well.
Right. Well, I can tell you from a pharmacist standpoint, and I check with some of my clinical pharmacy friends, as many people do not know, there are specialties in pharmacy. Just like in the medical field, we have the various aspects of ophthalmology, podiatry, and cardiovascular specialists. In pharmacy, there is a branch of clinical pharmacists, and these are the pharmacists that really get into the depth of the drugs. And I've been out of the field for a fair number of years, so I talked to some of my colleagues who are clinical pharmacists, young guys right out of school, some still in school, in fact. And they said, wow, you've taken iodine and actually put it into a product that can actually help people from spreading a virus, not only the virus itself, but cold and flu. And in my opinion, within a very short period of time, we're going to see some really major institutions taking it on. Now, Dan, you were referring to the University of Utah, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Utah State.
Yeah.
Utah State. Then but it's the product is FDA approved. Correct?
Well, that's a funny. So this is a big semantics game. Anybody can Google this and find it out for yourself. The FDA does not approve products that have already been over the counter for many, many years, and they're what they call monograms or monoliths. I can't recall. Basically, if it's on that page or on that sheet, iodine is, or the other ingredients in our product, then it doesn't really need what they call approval because it's already been used, tried and true, and it's been out there forever. Mm-hmm. I mean, iodine's been used since 1811. It's been used in surgery since the 50s. Right. It's the only thing the body. I mean, you know how we always come up with these new antibiotics? They have new names. We got erythromycin. We got bacterial mycin. There's all these different mycins.
Oh,
well, the reason we do that is because our body, these cells are smart and they can rewrite themselves and then they develop resistance. Right. The body has not ever developed a resistance to iodine. And that's why it flat out works. That's why they continue to use it in surgeries over and over and over again. It's why you're going to see more and more doctors swabbing or spraying up the nose iodine, because it decolonizes that area that so much is transmitted through, which is, again, the nose. So much of people getting sick is nasal. So.
Well, actually, we've got local doctors that you had in on the verification. Can you share some of the doctors locally that have actually gotten involved, and quite a few of them have even invested in the company? Is that correct, Dan?
Yep, we do have quite a roster of doctors aboard. And you know what? I wanted to go back and address the FDA thing real quick, because I didn't answer it, and I want to answer it. FDA approved is not a word you use for this. It'd be more like FDA cleared. We got the FDA clearance to be able to sell this back on May 14th, actually.
Oh, that's great.
So,
congratulations.
Yeah, we just can't call it approved because they don't approve something that's already been out for decades as far as the base ingredients in our product.
That makes sense.
So yeah.
This sounds like an amazing preventative just to have on the hand of any time you think you could have been exposed, to just trying to be careful, to a daily maintenance for anyone at any time, anywhere. So how available is your product now?
I keep reminding all of our, including our investors, I'm like, guys, this is like, we're in the birthing process. Literally, the baby is halfway out the canal at this point.
So we're almost to the big time.
Yeah, we're in a handful. I mean, we've definitely got leads on a whole lot of stuff going on. I mean, we even have countries that we're having conversations with. Okay, because. Yeah, but everything's a conversation at this point. Anybody that started a business realizes, especially something kind of this big and politically charged as this whole thing is with all this. We are not political. We're apolitical. There's no stance on either side. This is simply an amazing alternative for people that are concerned about variants of corona, concerned about getting a flu or a cold when they hop on an airplane, ride the bus home, go to a sporting event, sit on the sidelines, go to a crowded office. You know, those kind of situations. And most of us are in that almost every day.
Absolutely.
You know, so it does that prophylactically. It does. It protects us from various viruses.
I look upon it like it's like a shield.
Yep, like a shield. Yeah.
An inside nose shield.
Yep.
And I actually have talked to a few of my doctor friends that are in the allergy field, and they jumped on just what you said, Dan, and that is, oh, you're using iodine. That's been around for a century. And I find it fascinating, especially at my stage in life as a pharmacist, that, you know, needless to say, we've got a lot of great new antibiotics and all out there, but there is still numerous drugs that are been like classic that are now finding new use, and this is a perfect example. And I know that, like you just said, the baby is almost half out. We're going to get the baby not only to be out, but to become a teenager and an adult.
And in my business, I'd like to say we're going to celebrate this baby because it's just so needed, and what an amazing product. Can we talk about where they can find out more information on it?
Well, you have a website, I assume.
I think this cofixrx.com. Is that correct?
You got it. Yep.
And that's cofixrx.com for all our listeners out there. You can see all this great information on their website. Right now, it's available to even buy it now, I believe.
Yes, well.
And if there's any hang-ups, Jason, on the buying, it's only because we've had some battles with the shopping cart, and we are supposed to have that up today. We had somebody that weeks ago dropped us. It's been a challenge because there's, heaven forbid somebody make any sort of a claim besides, I'm not going to get into it, but besides the powers that be. About what corona is and is not. I mean, we have the lab results. We know it works. We've got anecdotal. We've got, university study on this thing. I mean, it's not like this isn't just some sort of gimmick or snake oil. This works. Mm-hmm. And, right now, Neiman's Market, there's a handful of like family, small grocery chain that has it. I think Ike is talking with, NutriFoods and Royal Oak.
Right.
And then, of course, it's available online as well right now.
Right. Well, we're gonna get it out there because, I've talked to the purchasing agents of some major chains, and they I said, bring it on. So it's a lot easier to say than to actually put into action. So, like the great philosopher Yogi Berra once said, the trouble with getting anything done is that there's always something you have to do before that, okay? So before that, we gotta get enough production that we can get it out, because almost every chain wants to be assured that if they take something on, then they want to restock, that you have it available. So that's...
Yeah, we have 200,000 bottles sitting ready to go. I mean, it's, we got stuff cased. We're there, but we're just, like you said, what Yogi Berra said, which is, there's all these other things. I mean, there's customs for these other countries. They got customs issues, and they have their own health agencies. And the thing is, we need to move this fast. It needs to get into people's hands. But the other thing too, we've got a market way beyond COVID. We've got flus and colds as well. So, we do have something here.
Dan, it's truly amazing. And I actually have been in the know of this GoFix for some time, and I was already Googling Neiman's when you said it to see how far it was from here to get there before it ran off the shelf. But I'm relieved to know you have so much supply on hand, and I can't wait to get my hands on my first bottle of it just to see it in person.
Yeah, well,
I'd like to help in any way I can to help birth the baby, so to speak.
Yeah.
Well, I have some. So if anyone is interested,
I'm going to get my first bottle from you, Ike.
Well, I have some, and if anyone wants to just make a phone call, my magic number, as listeners may know, is 1-888-489-8980, 1-888-489-8980, and I'm going to put out a challenge to our listeners, and that is, if you would like for us to be in direct touch with your doctor, because you may not have heard of it yet, we'll be glad to follow up, because we have very reputable doctors locally that have not only endorsed it, but actually were involved in the whole process of bringing it to market. So CoFix can fix the COVID-type dilemmas. Whatever. There was some good slogan, and I'm going to look.
Yeah, Ike's working on it. Well, I look at the word "co" as together, and the word "fix." Together, we can fix this problem.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. I even see that in the logo as I have it on my screen in front of me, and I love the idea of the CO Fix RX. It's a very
I'm going for
I love it.
Yeah, I'm going for a big F on that.
Great job on all of the above, Dan. This is amazing. And again, that's cofixrx.com. COFIXRX.com. Go there now, check it out. And I noticed one of my childhood doctors and doctor friends is on here, Dr. Bragman, Dr. James Bragman. Great doctor. And hello, Dr. Bragman. Good, and great quest, and good luck on your endeavors. I can't wait to watch this one down the road here.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, me either.
Yep, we're with you. We're behind you, and we'll keep it going.
Okay, Dan, it's been a delight to talk to you, and we're going to see each other soon, I trust.
Not if I see you first.
Okay.
Great line.
All right.
Dan, pleasure to meet you. I can't wait to meet you in person.
God bless. We'll take a brief break.
Thanks for calling in.
And we'll be right back. Don't go away. Family run for over 88 years, Friends Hardware has remained family owned and operated. Friends Hardware is one of a kind. You'll find the newest products offered on TV at very competitive prices. You'll also find safety products, grab bars for bathrooms, battery-operated light switches, remote control devices that you can turn your lamps on or any electrical device. You don't have to run out there anymore. Just press the button. Better yet, just visit Friends Hardware, located on Main Street at and 11.5 Mile Road. They're open every day. If you wish to call, it's 248-544-8111. That's 248-544-8111. Better yet, just visit 11.5 Mile Road and Main Street, Friends Hardware. And right now we're going to visit with one of our ambassadors from the American Senior Gazette. Unfortunately, Glenn, I have just a few minutes, and if you are in the mood for it, if we run out of conversation time for this segment, you're welcome to participate in our next segment. But I am so glad to hear that you called in. So welcome on the air with Jason George. He's a new contact for us, and we're going to be working together and putting events together, and we're going to be talking about in a while. So tell me, Glenna, what's been going on? I haven't talked to you. How do you feel?
Well, hi, Ike. This is Glenna.
Yes,
and I wanted to tell you, you can't keep a good girl down.
Yeah.
I made it. I really made it, and the person released me yesterday.
Ah, wow! And you sound great.
Yes, well, I've been through a lot.
Oh my!
And I'll tell you, I can't take prescription drugs, and I just came through all 3 surgeries without a pain pill.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right. Well, you're an inspiration, that's for sure.
Very much so.
And Glenna is a former cheerleader, and she still twirl. Okay. And you twirl a baton, right?
Right, I sure do.
Well, that's great. So you're home now. Are you recuperating in the rehab center? What's your situation?
No, I'm home and I'm on my own. I'm still a little weak, tired from all the surgery, but I'm going to be fine. I made it, and now I just have to go forward.
Well, God bless. I'm so happy to hear that, because I know it's a challenging type deal, especially when you've got one surgery after another. And the good news is our medical field today is really right on the top of its game. All you hear about is all the negative stuff, but it's a pleasure to be able to hear someone like you, who I know you well enough. Most women get upset when their age is identified. You are 77 years old, or is it 78 yet?
I'm 79.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 2 years got away
God
from me.
bless you. I'll tell you, you sound amazing.
She is amazing.
And I can't wait to see you in person one day. And I was just sitting back thinking, wow, no pain pills, 3 surgeries, a home alone. This is an episode called Home Alone.
Yeah.
You know, a whole different type of plot, but just amazing to get yourself through all of that. And I wish you well in your recovery.
Oh yeah, well.
Right, I kept telling
I love it.
I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. You know.
You're making it. You're not gonna make it. You sound like you're getting through it.
Yeah.
The only way out of it is through it, I find.
Yeah, but it wasn't easy. But I did it, and it takes a lot of sleep and a lot of rest.
Yes. You have to listen to your body, right?
Yes, and I'm so happy that I'm here, and it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
And I said, oh gosh, here we go. Am I going to go or am I going to stay? So I guess I'm going to stay. He has some of these stories.
Welcome this way.
That is great, and I plan on seeing you next week sometime. Maybe I'll bring an American flag with me. and we can sing God Bless America. Yeah. Glenn,
have a happy 4th and a speedy recovery.
Right.
It sounds like you're well on your way.
Right. Unfortunately,
I'm all on my way.
Yeah, on my way right now. We're on our way out, and I better wrap it up with my favorite remark, which is, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with a right side of aging. Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is Ike Engelbaum, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other and achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, EntrepreneursNetworkofMichigan.com, for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me. Do you like snacks? Well, why don't you try the Ori Bakery folks that have now created 3 new flavors of gluten-free granolas: maple vanilla, blueberry, and toffee chocolate, all sold in 16-ounce bags for just $4.99. All new is Ori's cinnamon pull-apart, made with Danish dough and rich cinnamon filling. It's great with coffee or milk and hard to stop eating. You will find all these items at the Ori Bakery Market on Farmington Road between I-96 and Plymouth Road in Livonia. Try it out. As Jackie Gleason used to say, how sweet it is. For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you'd like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Here they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. And we're back, and we're right on. You know why? Because Randy Wright is right on. Randy spells his last name W-R-I-G-H-T, so I can rightfully call him right on. Randy Wright is not only a motivational speaker, but also an author, and actually is an all-around super entrepreneur guy who has spoken to our Entrepreneur Network group, and actually he is so good that he has a standing invitation to speak. Our next Entrepreneur Zoom meeting is going to be on next Tuesday, which is going to be, I believe, the 1st of July, and hopefully you can join us and we can celebrate July 4th by phone, or actually soon we'll be planning on not only doing the Zoom meetings, but we plan on doing the hybrid, as they call it, in-person type of get-togethers as well. So the nice thing about Zoom is that although Randy is out of state, it's like he's there. So Randy is hopefully going to be sharing with us some of his new thoughts and ideas. And Randy has already written one book, and now he's on an ebook in regards to reinventing yourself. Is that right, Randy?
Yeah, it's from the book Starting Over Again, and I'm taking a chapter today to talk about reinvent yourself.
That sounds like a great challenge. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts in terms of following up on that particular idea?
Well, a lot of times when we talk about reinventing ourselves, I love this quote by John Krakauer. He wrote a book called Into the Wild. He says, make a radical change in your lifestyle and begin to boldly do things which you may previously never thought of doing. So when we're talking about reinventing ourselves, it means that you have to change your mindset. And sometimes that change involves making a radical change in your lifestyle to do something you never did before. I want to ask the listening audience a question today. When you hear the term or the phrase reinventing yourself, what do you think about? Does it mean starting over again, creating a new beginning, becoming a new you, breaking away from old habits and leaving the familiar to reach for the unknown? Or is it to settle for, is this all that my life is going to be? Well, ladies and gentlemen, whatever your response is, if you are not getting the results in life that you desire or you want, then this may be the time that you need to reinvent yourself. See, because maybe some of you have been struggling with thoughts of reinventing yourself, but you never took the action or you never followed through. And I want to ask you a question today. What's holding you back? Fear, age, or self-confidence? What do you need to do to reinvent yourself? And one thing that I found out about reinventing yourself, Ike, is that it can be very exciting, frightening, but we got to realize that for you to change the course of your life, you must take the position of getting into the driver's seat and starting down the road of fulfillment, happiness, accomplishment that leads to the success that you want.
And I know, aside from your communication and motivational skills, you actually do coaching as well. Is that right, Randy?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, if anyone's interested,
I'm sorry.
That's fine. I was just going to ask how people can get a hold of you, because I know you've got more information than we can handle in our interview right today. So if anyone is interested in Randy Wright's thoughts, and not only in reinventing yourself, but you've also talked about different challenges that come up in people's lives, and you help them overcome them. So how do people get a hold of you, Randy?
Yes, there's two ways. You can reach me at 313-492-5599. That's 313-492-5599. That's my cell. Or you can reach me at randydwright@gmail.com. randydwright@gmail.com. Just shoot me an email. Say, hey, Randy, I heard you on the radio show. I would like to get in touch with you. There's some things I would like to consider. And I give a complimentary 45-minute strategic life coaching session. It doesn't cost you anything, just to talk about, what it is you want to do professionally, personally, as far as growth.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a call or shoot me that email. I am redoing a website, so I'll have that for you next time. At randydwright.com. had to rework that. So
Yeah.
I will be giving that out next time, where they can go to my website and see some things.
Right.
Yeah, Randy, I'm Jason George on the call with Ike today, and I was just sitting quiet because I was really writing so fast to capture down as much of your information as possible, but you're incredible, and I can't wait to see your website, and I was really moved by all that you had to say. Amazing.
And that comes from Jason George, who himself is an entrepreneur. And Randy, why don't you spell your website? Because I want to make sure that people that don't like to make phone calls.
Sure. The website is randydwright.com. You got to make sure the D in there. randydwright.com. I should have it completed.
We're gonna spell that. We're gonna spell that out, Randy. It's RANDYD.
Correct.
RIGHT.com.
That's correct.
Okay, so listeners out there, if you didn't get that, Randy D. Wright, Randy RANDYDWRIGHT.com. Has a nice ring to it. I love it.
Wow, that's
Thank
right.
you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I will. Randy Wright, do you have any ways a person can reinvent themselves? What are some ways?
The first thing is you need to just take a chance on you. Sometimes, we're waiting for other people to validate us or give us their approval instead of believing that we have what it takes to become the best version of ourselves. I can honestly say that I've had plenty of people, family or friends say, well, why do you want to start a business? Why do you not want to work for a company where you know that you got a guaranteed paycheck and you got benefits and you can take a vacation depending on how long you've been there? 1 week, 2 weeks. I think as far as I got up to maybe it was 3 weeks at a job. I told them because I wanted more. I've been blessed to work at jobs, and wherever I've been, I've given 110%, getting there on time, doing whatever I can as a team player to make the company or the team better. I've had leadership positions, team leader positions, but my biggest goal was how can we as a team win together? I told Ike this before. I said, Ike, my thing about life is I don't care about who gets the credit. I just want to win. So when you have that mindset about not worrying about, if it's about me, then you need to take a chance on you. So I stepped out and I just began to get around people who own businesses, and I had some startups that didn't work. So sometimes when you take a chance on you, doesn't mean you're going to have immediate success. But the key is you gotta be persistent. Yes. And you gotta believe in what you have to offer people, because it has to be more than just about making money. How can you add value? How can you take this person from A to K and there's from K to Z? Because sometimes people think that success is overnight, but there is no such thing as overnight success. It takes time. Sometimes it takes years, but you just gotta hang in there through the lean times when you don't have the money, when you don't know where your next client is coming from, but you just gotta keep on treading that water until you can swim, until the flow catches up with you and takes you to your destination.
Absolutely.
So the first thing is take a chance on you. The next thing is it's okay to start over. Even if you think you're too old, you can start over again. One of my favorite people is Colonel Sanders. He reinvented his life at the age of 65.
Yeah.
He got a Social Security
My dad's
check.
favorite.
Wow. Yep. That is awesome.
Yep, I love it.
Wow. He got a Social Security check. He looked at it and he was like, this all that I've worked for, this all I'm going to get? He was like, no, I'm not going to settle for what the government gives me. I'm going to reinvent myself. And one of the things that he did was he took his gift. He took the most thing that he was talented at, and that was making chicken.
Yeah.
And he opened up his first restaurant there in Corbin, Kentucky. Sometimes we're trying to, attach our wagon to somebody else's star or their dream without realizing that you are enough. Sometimes we have to take that chance on you. You have to say, you know what? I have an idea. I'm gifted. All of us have gifts. Maybe your gift is helping put a company together. Maybe your gift is writing a book or motivating people. Those are, a couple of my gifts. I love to motivate and inspire people to become the best that they can become. I love telling people, you got greatness in you. Sometimes you just have to just believe it yourself and just put together a strategy or a plan or get around people who's doing what you want to do. And just start over again. Wherever you find yourself today, you can start over again. Number 3 is don't allow distractions or other people to stop your progress. Be honest. Because it's so easy to get caught up in doing something that takes you away from your purpose and your reason for wanting to reinvent yourself. A lot of times people, I've joined organizations and I've been a part of, I can call a few out. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but I was a part of Amway and I love Amway. The founder, Richard Doss also, was a person that kind of helped sponsor some things I was doing for youth. So that was a good start, starting on the Amway, but I grew and evolved, primarily. I was the agent selling, life insurance. And I know this sounds kind of funny, but this what made me really, want to become be in charge of my own destiny. They were paying me 35% on every contract that I was writing up in insurance, and they were getting 65%. So I told myself, why don't I do a business where I can get, the 65% if I hire people and I can pay out the 35%. So that was real huge to me in starting as an entrepreneur. It was okay helping. I met a lot of people, did a lot of good things, but it was like I had to be in control of my own destiny. So I couldn't allow what other people thought was more important than I thought for myself. And so I began to just a total focus and make a commitment. And I was willing to disassociate with people who would break my focus or even drain my creativity. The last thing is, in order to reinvent yourself, you gotta just take action.
The most
action
important
is progressive movement.
Yes.
Towards your goals and your objectives. It's you taking that responsibility. It's you that take control of your life. And you saying, I'm not going to leave it in the hands or the fate of someone else.
Amen.
Well, you remind me of one of my Ikeisms is that it's great to have a dream, but for you to actually benefit from that dream is that you got to get out of bed and get to work.
You got to show up and be present, right? Yes. Randy, can we break those 4 down real quick? Let's see. We've got what are the 4 ways a person can reinvent themselves? This is anyone just chiming in. We've got 4 quick ones. The first one was take a chance. Second, don't be afraid to start on over again. The third, no distractions, right? Eliminate those distractions. Right. And 4 I took down, take action. This is you need to take action.
Right. Well, one of my...
Is that right? Did I get all 4?
Yes, you got them right also. That was awesome.
Well,
I can't wait to meet Randy.
He's going to be on our Zoom meeting next Tuesday from 12 noon to 1.
On the Entrepreneurs
Network of Michigan.
That's right, okay. Next Tuesday.
If you log on to youtube.com/ENOM, then you'll be able to get the contact information, but anyone that wants to call our toll-free number, be glad to share it. It's 1-888-489-8980. And Randy, before we wrap it up, why don't you give your contact information again one more time? Go for it.
All right. My contact information My direct cell number, 313-492-5599. 313-492-5599. My email that you can reach me is Randy D. Wright, R-A-N-D-Y, D-W-R-I-G-H-T, @gmail.com. And my website that should be up next week is RandyDWright.com. Randy D. Wright.
And he'll help you get right on.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
It's been a pleasure.
Also,
Unbelievable meeting you on the show here, Randy. You're amazing.
wow, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you keep inventing the reinventing, and this is amazing for all. I love it.
Okay, and we got to get reinvented with a couple of our sponsors. So, Randy,
Thank you, Randy.
I bid you goodbye for today, but not for too long. We'll be in touch.
All right.
Right now, we're going to take a brief break, and we'll be right back. And we're going to find out a little bit what Jason's day job is all about when we get back. Don't go away. Family run for over 88 years, Friends Hardware has remained family owned and operated. Friends Hardware is one of a kind. You'll find the newest products offered on TV at very competitive prices. You'll also find safety products, grab bars for bathrooms, battery-operated light switches, remote control devices that you can turn your lamps on or any electrical device. You don't have to run out there anymore. Just press the button. Better yet, just visit Friends Hardware, located on Main Street and 11.5 Mile Road. They're open every day. If you wish to call, it's 248-544-8111. That's 248-544-8111. Better yet, just visit 11.5 Mile Road and Main Street, Friends Hardware. Do you like snacks? Well, why don't you try the Ike Bakery folks that have now created 3 new flavors of gluten-free granolas: maple vanilla, blueberry, and toffee chocolate, all sold in 16-ounce bags for just $4.99. All new is Ori's cinnamon pull-apart, made with Danish dough and rich cinnamon filling. It's great with coffee or milk and hard to stop eating. You will find all these items at the Ike Bakery Market on Farmington Road between I-96 and Plymouth Road in Livonia. Try it out. As Jackie Gleason used to say, how sweet it is. And it's sweet that we're together, and look forward to many more get-togethers. And I cannot thank my sponsors strongly enough to help keep the show on the air. Ike Bakery, it's phenomenal. They've got all kinds of pastries, Sanders type stuff. They ship stuff all over the world. And I've had so many great visits with friends, and they're very reasonably priced. They're right in Livonia, and also we have Joyview Market. That if you like Polish food, it's a knockout. It's right on Joy Road near Telegraph. And then we have Cruise Hearing to help you hear stuff better. And then we have Able Zone, which is unbelievable. It's right on Rochester Road in Troy. And if you have someone that's got difficulty in seeing and what have you, the Able Zone has got every conceivable device to help you see the world more clearly. And if you want to hear, as I mentioned, Cruise Hearing is a phenomenal company, a father and son team. They've got 3 offices. So we can help you see, hear, and eat. And have dessert. How about that? Right now, I like to take a few minutes, and unfortunately we only have a few. My co-host here, Jason George has got a phenomenal concept of putting events together. In fact, isn't that the name of your company, Events to Do?
I started back as United Productions Company as a event and entertainment provider and producer, and we did a lot of events. And we're kind of rebranding into a new brand called EventToDo.com, which provides fast, free, fun event planning, capture online, and soon to have app and other bells and whistles that we plan to bring to the table are to-do list and calendar integration, and that'll help you plan the tasks and to-dos a little faster with vendors and professionals that are like photographers for bar mitzvahs, MCs and dancers, and on and on. Party planners. You could come to Event to Do and put in your date, your time, your location, your wants and needs, and we roll up our sleeves to bring you those professionals, check their availability, and get your event started in 1, 2, 3, 4. So as we capture your information, we're creating your event at the same time. And but today with what I want to touch on is we really need more professionals to join us. We want to have more options for our future clients. We want to have more professionals available for those requests as they come in. And it's important to be available, and not always is the photographer you're looking for available. So it's important to have a lot of different choices for our clients. So if you're an entrepreneur out there starting a photography business or a limo company, or maybe you're a clown or a magician and you're an entrepreneur starting an events or entertainment type business, join us. Click on our EventToDo.com vendor page, join now, and we can work together at getting you new business, help you launch ideas for your marketing and your website, and drive traffic to you so that we have business together and help our clients find professionals that they're looking for.
Well, actually, there are people that are talented, but never get a chance to really show their talent.
Sure.
I'm thinking from our entrepreneur group, we have a few people that are into face painting. Well, this would be a perfect.
Absolutely. They're very creative. They can paint, but they might not know how to build a website and how to get a client of their first own, or how to register a business for that matter.
Right. Well,
so it's there's a lot.
You not only help them register, but what I admire about what you're doing is you give them a stage, so to speak, for them to do the stuff. It's one thing to say, "Hey, I'm a great face painter."
Absolutely.
But if I ain't at a place where people want face painting,
sure.
So you take it literally from A to Z.
So when they come into our contact join now for our vendor page, we have a qualifying list of questions that we need to know if they're licensed and insured, and so a lot of businesses that are starting up need to know those things, and if they can't register because I don't have insurance yet, so they'll come back after they get insurance, and after they're registered, then we work together. So it's starting in any sort of business, you have to go through those steps to get down the road, and it's cute to go out and do events. My parents used to drive me when I was a young kid, and they'd drop me off at an event and pick me back up, and we didn't quite have a business yet. So we became the Party Penguins, and it was just me and my friend Zach at the time, and we'd go do events. Our parents would drop us off. Sometimes they'd stick around and take embarrassing photos to share later in life with us. But it was cute, right? But there comes a point where a business isn't so cute after time. You need to register it and get it moving and get behind it, and sometimes pull it and push it.
So, we'll talk about this on our next visit.
Absolutely.
Because I got a few more questions. But unfortunately, time flies, and right now I only have enough time to wrap it up with my favorite remark, which is, if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.
WNZK has available a few good hours of airtime for a few good programs to serve their communities. Radio is better than ever in targeting an audience that listens to what you say. Learn more about this